The fifth house is located fifth to the left of the first house, going counterclockwise to the left. Sages of the Vedic era noticed that different people exhibit different attitudes toward learning and behave differently with children. They figured that the fifth house in a birth chart strongly correlated to a person's love of learning, and they exhibit a strong connection to children. A well-placed and strong fifth house was also noticed to resonate well with one's love for romance. In Vedic astrology, the fifth house is related to Sanchit karma, or the accumulated karmas of past lives. This is because the fifth house is associated with Purva Punya, which refers to the merit or good deeds that a person has accumulated in their previous lives. A person's birth chart is a reflection of their accumulated karma from past lives. The fifth house, as a house of creativity, intelligence, and personal expression, represents the potential for an individual to use their past karma to create something new and positive in the present life. For example, a person with a strong fifth house may have a natural talent for the arts or creative pursuits, which they can use to express themselves and create something beautiful or meaningful. This could be seen as a manifestation of their Purva Punya or the good karma that they have accumulated in past lives. As the second house from the fourth house, the fifth house should be viewed as nurturing relaxation, the quality provided by the fourth house, through one's learning and education. This means that the fifth house represents the potential for creative and intellectual growth and the ability to nurture and support others through one's creativity and self-expression. The fifth house in Vedic astrology is often referred to as the house of the future because it is associated with creativity, intelligence, and children. These are all elements that relate to the future, as they represent the potential for growth and development in a person's life. In terms of creativity, the fifth house represents a person's ability to create something new and unique. This could be in the form of art, music, writing, or any other creative pursuit. When a person can tap into their creative potential, they can shape their future by creating something that has never been seen before. Intelligence is another key component of the fifth house. When a person can use their intelligence to its fullest potential, they are better able to plan for the future and make wise decisions. This includes the ability to learn new skills, solve problems, and think critically. Finally, the fifth house is associated with children, which are often considered to be the embodiment of the future. Children represent the potential for growth and development, as they have their whole lives ahead of them. When the fifth house is strong in a person's chart, it can indicate a strong connection to children and a desire to shape the future through their upbringing and education. The fifth house is also known as the house of progeny, or the ability to have children. The fifth house represents the creative potential within an individual and is closely associated with fertility, especially when it comes to the birth of a son. Traditionally, having a son is seen as very important in Vedic culture, as it is believed to ensure the continuity of the family line and provide support in old age. This is why the fifth house is sometimes also called the house of the sun, and why having a strong fifth house in one's birth chart is often seen as a good indication of one's ability to have children, particularly male children. The fifth house also represents the desire to have children and the joy and fulfillment that comes with parenthood. It is associated with the experience of nurturing and caring for a child and the sense of purpose and responsibility that comes with raising a family.